Welcome back to Cleveland's Biggest Diehards, the podcast for diehard Cleveland professional sports fans. I am Joe Stoner. Here with me is our producer who makes all this shit possible, Jeff.
What's happening, everybody?
And we actually are going to get our guy with all the takes, James, on the horn here shortly.
No shit.
Yes, James with all the takes is about to be on this 12th episode of Cleveland's Biggest Diehards.
It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a few weeks. But this is Cleveland's Biggest Diehards, the podcast for diehard Cleveland professional sports fans. We've got a few things to talk about. We are once again sitting here on a Sunday afternoon after the Browns this time got the shit kicked out of them by the New England Patriots.
Blown out.
But we also have a bright spot in the Guardians have a shot tonight. We are recording this before the Guardians play Game 4 of the ALDS against the New York Yankees, where the Guardians have a 2-1 lead. And I was in attendance last night for Game 3.
Yes, sir.
Electric. But I
saw by your Snap story that shit looked fun.
Electric, man. But I think we'll let's try to get James on the horn.
James on the horn.
Where's your phone
phone's
at?
over there. I'm gonna grab some papers.
All right, go ahead, grab that phone.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get. I don't want to start anything too early with the Browns before we get James on, because James texted me before we got on the horn and said he had some takes.
He has some takes.
He says he has some.
All right, well, let's see what our guy with all the takes got to say. Man.
All right, let's get him on. Dial him up.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
James with all the takes. You are now on Cleveland's Biggest Diehards, the podcast for diehard Cleveland professional sports fans.
What the fuck's going on, man?
The fans are going to be happy to hear your voice.
Yeah, guys, long time no smell. It's been a while.
Well, we just got done introing the pod, and I think this would be the perfect time to start the airing of fanatical grievances with the Cleveland Browns after this loss to the Patriots. So the floor is now yours.
So, I'll start with this. I'm kind of glad that I missed the first 2 weeks, because everyone would have thought that I had a lot of expletive things to say. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, I actually got banned last night. I got thrown in Twitter jail last night.
No shit.
Why? What happened?
Because I told Marty Mush I wanted to put my fist in his fucking mouth at the next Rough and Rowdy.
How did that get you banned? It's Twitter.
Uh,
And it's Marty Mush.
Who the fuck is Marty Mush?
Barstool personality.
Oh, fuck.
Some fucking shithead from New York that can eat shit and die. But no, so yeah, I got banned for 12 hours. But if you follow me on Twitter at James_CBD, you would know. Oh God, Joe Woods needs to go.
Oh.
That's a consensus.
He needs to be.
Yeah, that's a consensus.
He needs to be gone. Anyone who says give him some time, no, he's done. He sucks. He stinks. He's toast. You know what kind of toast he is? Burnt.
No kind of.
But getting tossed through the ringer for these last few weeks, I mean, it looked like nothing changed schematically on the defensive
What do you
end.
mean tossed through the ringer? The ringer of who? Marcus Mariota, Bailey Zappi, and Joe fucking Flacco?
No, I mean tossed through the ringer. I mean tossed through the ringer in the sense of you've constantly shown this whole football season that you're not going to make changes and you're not going to fix what obviously is wrong.
Look,
The only people making changes is the offense in a bad way.
Yeah, no, Kevin Stefanski. Stop letting Jacoby Brissett throw the football. Use Nick Chubb. We ran Nick Chubb 12 times today.
Yep.
I told Jeff it was like he was trolling us. It's like he's always trolling us with Nick Chubb.
You know what I gotta say? Here's the sad reality, gentlemen. There's a reason why Stephon Diggs got the fuck out of Minnesota. There's a reason why Odell Beckham got the fuck out of Cleveland. There's a reason why Jarvis Landry didn't come back. And there's going to be a reason why Nick Chubb puts in a trade request next year to get the fuck out of here. Kevin Stefanski ain't it. This whole scheme, this whole trust, this whole analytics, it ain't it. Look at the New York fucking Giants. They got the same amount of talent on their team that we have on ours, with an arguably worse quarterback, and they get a guy with heart and fucking soul and fucking skee ball Brian Dabble, and they're 5-1. It's not about analytics. Analytics can go shove itself up its fucking ass, because for how many years of what Super Bowl year is this? 50 something, 60 something? I don't know. But up until 2019, analytics didn't fucking matter. Football
You have a
did.
point.
Football fucking matters. All
Yeah.
these analytics pukes are just trying to sell Amazon software. Are we all too fucking blind to this that they're just trying to push Amazon workforce on us? No, they're trying to get us away from the fact that football players win football games. Look at last night with the Cleveland Guardians. They didn't use analytics because the analytics would have told you at the end of the game the New York Yankees had a 99% chance of winning with 2 outs, bases juiced.
No, give them that stat you gave me earlier, Joe.
Yeah.
Do you guys want you want that stat right now?
Yeah.
Okay, James.
What's that?
The stat was before Oscar Gonzalez's walk-off in Game 3 last night.
But we were like 0 for 41.
Listen, Cleveland was 0-41 in the postseason when entering the ninth inning, down multiple runs in the ninth. New York was 167-0 when entering the ninth inning, up 2 or more runs.
That's the
you know
definition
what?
of tables turning.
The analytics would have told you that the Yankees were going to win that fucking game.
Oh, for
Well,
sure.
guess what? They didn't. Because you know why? Athletes win games. Analytics. The only time analytics should matter when it comes to sports is who you're going to put your money on.
Yeah.
Because that's how you make a decision in gambling is analytics.
Not coaching.
Not coaching. Like Kevin Stefanski, I understand Jacoby Brissett gets the QB sneak every single time, but the way he set up the QB sneak was so bad because they were all rushed. They didn't know what they were doing.
Yep.
Then the defense just came together, and then they still ran it anyways. Call the timeout and kick the field goal, get the points, because guess what? That's what Belichick would have done.
How about that one 3rd and 1 where they did a play action to Kareem Hunt when Kareem Hunt actually could have got... Yeah, you know exactly the play I'm talking about.
Dude, I'm done. I'm hanging it up. I'm calling it a year. It's basketball season. I'm done.
Oh, it's still
They're
baseball
not
season.
getting any more
Yeah,
of
we
my
still got
fucking
baseball.
Sundays. No, I'm just saying, the Cleveland Browns are done getting my fucking Sundays. They're done. I don't care. I don't give a flying fuck what they do to this football team because guess what? At the end of this year, when this year has become a complete and utter bust, you know what we're going to have to show for it? A top 5 pick going to the Houston Texans. That's a kick in the fucking balls.
What if we fired Joe Woods before the clock struck midnight tonight? How would you feel then?
It won't solve the problem because there's not a single leader on that team.
It's a
There's
step
no one
in
in
the
the
right
locker
direction.
room. No, it's not a step in the right direction because it's like having a visible fucking tumor on your body. That you're like,
Yeah, you got to cut the tumor out.
Yeah, but the thing is, the tumor is already spread.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, and it spread to the special teams for sure.
Oh my God, that dude needs. Hey, what's his name? Chester Rogers. Take that 80
Chester,
off,
go.
bro. Take the 80 off. You don't deserve to wear that with those types of
Hell no.
hands.
Hell no.
Nice hands, feet.
Dude, I'm just gonna say it. Stefanski, thank you for making our football team decent.
Competitive.
But he's not going to win us any championships with the way he just that cool, calm demeanor shit doesn't work, man. You don't light a fire under anybody. Show some goddamn emotion. Let the people know you care about what the fuck is going on. That you're not just there getting a paycheck.
Let me wait. Hold on. I had a question to ask him before I got derailed.
Okay.
Earlier. I'm gonna ask you this question that I've asked some Cleveland fans this weekend, James. Do you think that it's so frustrating watching the Cleveland Browns because we as the fans know that they are built like this is pretty much the core of what we got? Yeah, we're missing a few bits and pieces, but this is the team. These are the guys, and we're going to get one more when Deshaun comes back. Do you think that's what makes it super more frustrating? Because on paper it looks all right, but when you watch the finished product out on the field on Sundays, Thursdays, or Monday nights, it just isn't what the rest of the city is, and that's hard-nosed brand ball, whether it's baseball or basketball.
This team is not built to do anything but edge you. They are. It's like going to prom with the sexiest girl in school, and she leaves you the second you get into the fucking dance floor.
Yeah, no,
Like
yeah.
you get the entire preseason to show all your friends and all your buddies, like, hey, man, look how fucking smoking hot this chick is. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait till after prom. And then who knows, maybe, get to go to the Super Bowl. Fuck me, dude.
So now, how do
This
feel?
is
How do we feel about the Deshaun Watson trade now? Because this
stupid.
is a product of it. I mean, we knew this was going to happen. This
That might
was
be the only thing that'll save us.
I think honestly that this team sold its own soul down the river because the product of this Deshaun Watson trade, like granted, he's going to be a great quarterback, but I think we're going to lose a lot of important pieces a few years, maybe next year after he's gone. Like, I don't see Nick Chubb re-signing with this ball club, and I don't fucking blame him.
Or Kareem Hunt, honestly.
No, I think we're going to lose both of our premier backs for the sole fact that Kevin Stefanski doesn't know how to run an offense. Look at the Vikings now. He's gone, and like, granted, they still have Kirk Cousins, but they're also 5-1. They're a competent team, and guess what they have? Amazing wide receivers like Cleveland and an amazing running back like Cleveland. But they don't have Kevin Stefanski.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you about the Stefanski thing. I do think that there's a disconnect somewhere, and you can see that. And
I think the disconnect is slowly becoming Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, no, Jacoby should not play another down.
3 turnovers today?
I'm sick of it. No, Joey, I've heard that you and Pop's been arguing about it. Dog, sit the man down. I think the season's lost at this point. You at least can do more with Josh Dobbs. Like, stop pushing Brissett out there and seeing the same result. They should have pulled him right after he threw that interception against Los Angeles, San Diego, whatever the hell you want to call them,
Yeah.
against the Chargers. Pull him out of the game. Dog, he just ain't it.
Yep.
Like, he was good for a little bit, but then he realized, oh my God, I have to do this every Sunday.
yeah,
If you Google piss poor performance, Jacoby Brissett's going to come up.
But it just ain't it, man. Like, it's just he can't take you to the promised land.
Yeah.
And like, we don't need him to take us to the promised land, but god damn it, we at least needed to be on the road.
well,
Right.
I mean, who did we really expect Promised Land this season? Let's be honest. Come on now.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Dog, we should be 5-1 or 1-5.
Exactly.
The fact that we're 2-4 is a miracle.
First place in AFC North. That's what we should be.
God,
So
I hate talking about this team. It's depressing. After what I witnessed with my own 2 eyes inside the building last night on the corner of Carnegie and Ontario, I turn on this fucking shit show. It's bullshit. It's bullshit to anybody that roots for Cleveland with this renaissance that's showing up, and the Cavaliers are going to show that too. I fucking can't wait for that shit to happen.
Yeah,
but when you watch these Guardians play baseball, you just see guys that believe in each other. You see guys that want to play for one another. You see guys that want to play for the guy that's at the head of the carriage in Tito Francona, for lack of a better word. I don't know why I said carriage, but
I'm gonna be at. Go ahead.
You see camaraderie.
Yeah.
Camaraderie. You see fight. You see guys that want to be there and playing ball. And when you turn on your television or when you go to First Energy Stadium on Sundays, you don't see that with this football team.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
I honestly, I think Myles Garrett, there's something mentally wrong with him.
I mean, how could there not be? You just got in a bad car accident.
Nah, even before that, dude, he didn't have the juice. There's something on that.
Is that
defense.
the problem? Does he got the juice?
We lost
Anthony
the juices
Walker.
in New Orleans.
Well, Anthony Walker getting hurt didn't help,
No.
but I just feel like Myles Garrett should be the heart and soul of that defense.
Yeah, should
And
be.
like, he's not. Anthony Walker was the heart and soul of that defense, and he's gone. Like, Anthony Walker had the green dot. Granted, Myles is the DN; he don't need the green dot, but it's just like it doesn't feel like there's a rallying cry that these players have someone to just look to and be like, he's going to change the game.
Do you think
This guy's going to change it? Myles ain't done shit this year.
Do you think that's because Deshaun's not out there?
Deshaun don't play defense, bro.
But he's on the sidelines the whole game.
Man, even at that, it's granted, like, what's the defense got to play for knowing the offense is just going to turn it over?
Well, I mean, this same old Browns football right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I told Jeff today, I said, this is like watching the same old Browns. Piss poor fucking performance.
But even worse than that, when our defense does force a turnover, like we did, We give them the ball right back.
I didn't even want to
Yeah.
pod today. I didn't even want
Yeah.
to come on these microphones because of how the energy
Uh-uh.
was at the Guardians game. Like, I didn't want to, like, when we're
You didn't want to
recording
rain on
before
your
this.
own parade.
Yeah, I'm
Uh-uh.
juiced. I'm pumped up. James, I don't even have my Stoner jersey on. Like, I've got my Jose Ramirez.
Nor should you.
I've got
Nor
my
should you.
I've got my Jose Ramirez Guardians jersey on, and I have a Browns T-shirt on underneath because I felt like I had to wear something. But I'm ready for Game 4. Like, that's all I'm really focused about.
Look, they got Garrett Cole on the road in what I arguably think is the best postseason baseball stadium in the MLB.
I was just gonna tell
There's
you.
nothing like it. It is like when you watch Progressive Field at night in the postseason, it's like a movie.
Oh,
It's
yeah, and they look
picturesque.
fired up out there.
Imagine being there.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Yeah.
like, there's nothing. He's not ready. The Yankees are not. They weren't ready. You could tell that when they walked out there last night. When the crowd from the jump starts bang, where we were sitting at in the standing room only. I was sitting above the Bob Feller sign, in right field. We were banging on that metal the whole night, dude. They were not ready for that shit.
Yeah.
Look, because Yankee Stadium is a Mickey Mouse ballpark that they make to be fake historic. And fucking Progressive Field is a place where you go in to die.
Yeah, and these man, you
With
just
real history.
It happened again though, James. It happened again where you walked into that ballpark, and nobody in that place had a doubt that we were walking out of there
Mm-mm.
with nothing
See-
less than a win.
Look, I saw a tweet that said when who hit the home run in the fifth inning for the Yanks, their fucking left fielder,
Bader.
whoever, yeah, whatever
Harrison
the fuck his
Bader.
name. Yeah.
Or no,
not Bader.
Cabrera, Oscar, or yeah,
Yeah.
Cabrera.
You should play
Oswaldo
for
Cabrera.
Cleveland. Right?
Oswaldo Cabrera. No, he's a rookie.
Oh.
They said when he hit that pimp job and walked off like he was Babe Ruth, that's when that team decided they weren't going to let the Yankees beat them.
What did Cal Quantrill say?
He ain't letting nobody win on their field.
They ain't gonna let nobody do it in Progressive Field. And guess who's on the mound tonight? Cal Quantrill.
I said it last night. All because you're a team that hits home runs doesn't mean you're good at baseball.
And that's the only way they got on the board last night.
That's the only way they've ever been able to get on the board against the Guardians. They only know how to hit home runs. Yeah, Judge was due, and everyone was going crazy. And then I had everyone shut up when I told them, I was like, 8 strikeouts.
Yep.
8 strikeouts. Like, you can't crown a guy king and think he's amazing when you have a rookie that was down in Columbus hit a walk-off to shallow center because Aaron Boone is too much of a stooge to bring his outfield in.
The way he manages his bullpen is insane. Like, he'll let one guy face a batter, and then the next guy that he brings in will face maybe 2 batters, and then he'll swap that guy for another guy, and then another guy. Their bullpen's got to be tired the way that he uses them.
And then we didn't even have to use Clase or Karinchak last night. They're fucked.
No, we used Class A last night.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. Who was it? Henches? Was it Henches that ended that game?
Yeah, Henches.
I was so into it. I couldn't even remember who was closing that game in the ninth.
De Los Santos closed the game out.
De Los Santos really closed that game out?
Yeah, buddy.
Man,
Where was you at?
I was at the game, but like I was immersed. There's a vlog. There's a vlog coming out, by the way. Subscribe to the YouTube.
I got the sneak peek. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Vlog coming soon. But
and I'll also say this. I don't know about you boys, but fuck Bob Costas. Jesus.
Well, thank God I didn't have to hear that. I'm gonna have to hear it tonight when I.
Well, it's both teams hate him. All the Yankees fans think he's a Guardian lover, and all the Guardians fans think he's choking on a Judge's cock.
Well, that just means that he's doing his job then.
No, dude, he stinks. He'll be like the Cleveland Guardians, formerly known as the Cleveland Iwards, were founded in 1901 off the Lake Erie coast, and blah blah. It's like he's reading a Wikipedia article.
So let me tell you this quick little story, James. I told Jeff this off mic, but I wanted to tell it on air. So when I didn't say this yet, my cousin from California flew in with one of his sons for his son's birthday present.
Yeah, shout out Nick and Keegan.
That's right. Shout out Nick and Keegan.
Yeah, shout out California's biggest diehards, baby.
California's biggest, Cleveland biggest diehard. Whatever. I can't.
That's a mouthful, right there.
That is a mouthful.
California's Cleveland.
So when
biggest
Nick, when Nick called me, James, he was like, "Okay, so we have 2 options for standing room. It's SR5 or SR6. Which one should we choose?" And I waited a second, And then we both at the same time said SR6. And he goes, bro, that's perfect because that's Keegan's baseball number.
Oh,
So,
beautiful.
so we, long story short, the final score of the game, Guardians 6, Yankees 5.
Love it.
That
That's
coincidental
like a
shit.
butterfly effect moment where, like, if they would have picked 5, probably would have lost by 1 point.
Probably would have lost. Would have left runners on base.
We left a lot of runners on base, though. We've been leaving a
Yeah.
lot of runners on base in this series.
We've been doing that in jet. Also, dude, I was so mad. Naylor was swinging out of his shoes, and all he needed to do was hit for contact.
Well, that's what he does, bro. Him and
Yeah,
Rosario.
but dude, that made me nervous. I was like, "Come on, Josh, just get it on the ground."
The boys are going to be juiced tonight.
Dude, they're gonna this city's gonna be juiced. I think we're all like sick of the Browns,
Yo, yeah.
so now we're just looking forward to this.
Yeah, so we got to
And
look
then
to the Guardians and the Cavs now.
dude, I'm going to the Cavs Celtics game. That game's gonna be fucking nuts.
Preseason or opening game?
No, regular season. They're gonna. It's called Blackout the Rock.
Oh,
They're
hell
giving
yeah.
everyone vintage black Cavs T-shirts that night.
You gotta
Sitting
get
in
a black
section
jersey.
216.
Mm.
Oh, they might be coming out with a black jersey. Oh yeah, they do have a black.
Well, they
jersey.
do have a black jersey. I
Yeah.
think that's the
Oh,
first.
if they're having the
Yeah.
fans blacked out, the team got to be blacked out.
That's the first one I'm gonna buy.
Dude,
that
it's gonna
black
be-
jersey.
It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait.
So on the concourse last night, I can't remember if I called you or not. Well, you FaceTimed me as the celebration was going on, which was pretty fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
But when Keegan wanted to get a red Jose Ramirez jersey, and we're
Nice.
walking to the team shop after the game down on the field. That's how I got my picture with Mustard.
Yeah, shout out
my
Mustard,
guy,
man,
3-0
getting a
in the
dub.
postseason. Keep doing your fucking thing, man. But dude, people high fives everywhere. Everybody that was wearing something Cleveland was high fiving everybody else wearing something
Hugging
Cleveland.
and kissing.
And then there's the Jose song on the concourse was going crazy. Then the fuck the Yankees chant was going, and then one more win. That shit.
Hey,
Cleveland was rocking.
Shout out Boston for the "fuck the Yankees" chant too, man. They're riding behind us.
That's the only good
And-
thing that came out of the Patriots fans showing up at First Energy Stadium this afternoon.
Well, did you guys see what happened the last time the Browns lost to the Patriots at home in 2016?
What happened?
The former then Cleveland Iwards clinched later that night against the Blue Jays to go to the ALCS.
All right, I'm with it. Let's get it. Fuck it.
Wow. Hey, history
Yeah.
does repeat itself.
Absolutely, and it's good vibes for me because when the guards clinched against the Jays, I was not at my domicile. I was at someone else's house, so
And
good vibes all around.
you are currently not at your domicile.
I am not at my domicile.
All right, well,
Domicile.
domicile. It's a fancy word for house.
Oh, mi casa,
Yes,
su
correct.
casa.
Yeah, see. Well, James, you got anything else you'd like to air out? I don't want to take too much of your time since you're not at your domicile and at somebody else's domicile. That's the word of the day, folks. Look it up. Domicile.
I'm learning
Yeah, I
a lot of new words on this pod, man.
I got one last thing to say, and I
Air it
think
out.
it's something we can all get behind.
Air it out.
Let's go, Pups, baby! It's game
Yeah.
week. It's
Hey,
fucking
beat Maslin.
rivalry
Fuck
week,
them
baby.
Tigers.
That's right. It's McKinley Maslin week.
Let's fucking
This is
go.
gonna be the first time in years McKinley will compete.
Well, it's
What'd he say?
It's the first time in years that McKinley's going to compete. Well, they've rattled 5 straight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They started
Hey,
bad,
fun
but they're
fact.
ending good.
They played a lot of good teams early
the
on.
last
Right, yep,
Canton
sure did.
McKinley quarterback, to beat Maslin is now a defensive end for the Chicago Bears.
Right.
Dominique Robinson,
Dominique
shout out.
Robinson.
We shouted him out before, but
Yeah.
shout you out again, man.
Shout out, man.
I might have to root for the Bears.
Shout out.
Right, yeah.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
want
and they
that
got an
though. I
Ohio
watch-
State quarterback.
Nah, I watched them on Thursday night. I don't
They didn't
know.
look good?
I'd rather watch the Browns.
Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna ride out the Bills.
Oh, jeez, no. This is
Oh,
Cleveland's
man.
biggest diehards. But it wouldn't be
Yeah,
Cleveland's
man,
biggest diehards without fans jumping ship already, being like, you know what, I'm
Right,
gonna
we're
go
not
root
even-
for somebody
We're
else.
not even at the halfway mark.
Fuck this shit. But like I said earlier, I think it's because you've got a baseball team that's super competitive that has no quit, and you have this basketball team that didn't really show any quit last season when they
Right.
didn't have that 2 guard that I was banging on the table. That was all that we needed.
And the expectations for this season are even higher. So
I can't
Yeah.
wait. Opening night is
man.
Wednesday, I think.
what?
Yeah,
Damn.
first game of
That
the
shit.
season.
This year flew by.
We
yo.
go to Toronto. That's how the season
Hell
opens.
yeah, man. Go Cavs. Oh, let's see about the Browns and go fucking Guards. I fucking hate the Yankees. So let's go close this out.
Hell yeah. Well, James, I'm sure the fans are going to be happy to have heard your voice again. Thank you for joining.
I'm happy to hear your voice again.
Thank you for
Man,
joining
I'm
Cleveland's
happy to
biggest
hear you.
diehards.
Thank you, man. I'm happy to hear your guys' voice. And don't worry, one of these weeks you'll have my face. But I've really been entrapped in House of the Dragon, and that usually starts around 9 p.m. So, yeah.
Well, hey, man, we can't wait to see you, man. Glad to have you on.
And my man cave's getting there too, so we'll be able to pod from Kent once in a
Oh,
while.
hell yeah. Hey, yeah, we're mobile
Hell
with the
yeah.
pod now, so we can go wherever.
Fuck
like-
yeah,
We can go
dude,
pod
it'd
at
be
a
great.
goddamn bar or something.
I like this phone call stuff. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it works good for me.
Hell yeah, man.
But
It was
I
worth
love
the
you
investment.
guys. Hell yeah, I love you guys.
Love
I
you
the
too, bro.
fans. And I can't wait to be on again next week, and maybe you'll see my beautiful smiling face. But you know what? Until the Browns win a game, you will not see my face on the podcast.
Okay.
All right, so let's win
I mean,
next week in
understandable.
Baltimore.
Yeah. Oh, and that'll be a good high energy win if we get it in the
But,
division.
Good.
Until the Browns win a game, you'll only get my voice.
Hey,
Hey, I like it.
let's keep that. Let's make that. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, James, thank you
It's
for.
a thing now.
You fair weather fan.
Go Bills.
Oh my God. Well, thank you for airing your fanatical grievances. It's about fucking time here on the 12th episode. No more missing episodes.
Oh, yeah, facts.
All right.
All right, James. We'll talk to you.
All right, brother.
All right, love you guys. God bless.
Love you too. Go Guards.
Yes, sir.
Go Guards.
All right. Well, I think this is a perfect time to just go to a beer break.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, we could probably end the pod. I really don't have much more to say. I pretty
Yeah.
much got everything out when I was talking to James.
Yeah, I feel it.
We could put the beer
there
break
ain't
here at
much
the
to
end.
say.
No, because there's game 4 tonight.
Right. We just got to look forward to the Guardians, man. It's like till they win again, I'm not gonna be happy. James won't be here, and
I said my stats. I'm checking. Yeah, I'm pretty much said I've said all my piece. You got anything?
yeah,
you wanna say?
all I had was Chester Rogers get the fuck out of Cleveland. That onside kick was bullshit. We gotta talk about that onside.
Oh
kick.
yeah. It looked like Ronnie Harrison actually had full and the call
But
on the
besides
field.
that, the call on the fucking field, dude. Like any other team besides Cleveland, there would have been disputable evidence. You couldn't make a clear call on that, but you know, and the announcer even said how different this game would have turned out if we got that because we just scored.
Yep.
And then we even made a great defensive stand and didn't do shit with it. But all right, let's not keep talking in circles, man. That's all I got.
I guess I should also address, just in case you saw it, these well, subscribe to the YouTube Cleveland's Biggest Diehards.
Vlog coming soon.
You won't, yeah, vlog coming soon. You won't be able to see it if you're listening, but shout out to you if you're listening wherever you're listening: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, all
Yeah,
that.
thank
good
you
shit.
if you're listening.
Thank you. But I had got some bruises that you've probably seen me if I put my hands up. That's only because of my standing room. Like I said, I was banging on the Bob Feller sign. I had great seats. Seats were awesome, even though they weren't seats. They were like, what would you call that?
Foot placements.
Foot placements. Yeah, I had beautiful
Great feet placement, man.
feet placement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that again, honestly, Mr. Stand. No matter what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can do that shit.
That's perfect for you. They're probably cheaper than seats.
Beers were cold.
Beers
Vibes
cold,
were up. Probably I came on here last week and said wild card game 1 was magical. It ain't got that ain't got shit on what happened last night.
Yeah, I could only imagine.
That ain't got shit on what happened last night.
Just
But,
from the vlog alone, I could feel it. But I wish I could have been there, man.
Hey, go subscribe to the YouTube Cleveland's Biggest Diehards. We got another vlog coming out, and I'm hoping to keep that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to keep talking in circles. I said we weren't going to stop, even though I kind of said before we got on these microphones that we weren't going to do this today.
Yeah, this almost didn't happen, man.
But shout out to Jeff and James for being like, no, I got some shit to get off my chest. Because
Right.
I'm just really worried about game 4.
This is therapy as fans. Like we just gotta get this shit off our chest, talk some shit, and you know.
I really want to beat the Yankees tonight. I do not want to go back to New York.
Yeah, fuck
but
the Yankees.
hopefully we're not going back to New York. Cal Quantrill hopefully does his thing.
Mm-hmm.
The boys do their thing. And
how nice would that be to close up shop? Right
yeah,
in
especially,
Cleveland?
yeah. I said it all throughout the week to people that asked me. I said, all we have to do is take one in New York. They do not want to try to close this out in Cleveland.
Right, yeah.
Cleveland wants to close this out in Cleveland for sure.
For sure.
But go Guardians. I hope when you're hearing this that we've already advanced to the ALCS. But if not, we've got one more game tonight when you're hearing this, because this will come out on Monday against the Yankees.
But hey, no, don't even talk about that.
No, you got it.
That game ain't happening.
I understand, but you got to be able. I'm a fucking dude on a microphone.
Right.
You got to be able to play both sides of the coin. But
Yeah.
hopefully, when you hear this, we're going to Houston.
Yeah, hopefully when you hear this, they're mopping up champagne and fucking
Budweiser.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. But we're gonna end this with the beer break. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This has been episode 12 of Cleveland's Biggest Diehards, the podcast for diehard Cleveland professional sports fans. I hope my voice doesn't sound as bad as it was last week. Even
You're
though
like on the meter, like we turned you up like I think one notch, but
I screamed
I
my
think
ass
it's not
off
going to be
last
till
night.
Browns or no, the Guardians. Any good victory, you're going to be back in this seat.
Yeah, even though
with a little bit of different
even
energy.
though it wasn't a victory last weekend though for the Browns. Yeah, I still scream my head off.
Yeah.
But okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, keep listening, leave us a review.
Go
Bing, bang,
Guards,
boom.
go Cavs, and come on Browns.
I'm just gonna say, go Guardians. Welcome to the beer break. Jeff, are you tired of showing up here depressed on Sundays?
I am. Is there anything you could do for me?
I believe there's one thing I could do for you. And I think there's one thing I could do for our listeners and our viewers who are tired of being depressed on Sundays. How about you get up from off your couch or your chair or wherever you
Like right now?
happen to be listening to this podcast or watching this podcast. Yeah, you actually could if you wanted to.
Should I stand up?
I mean, if you want. Because that's the only way you can take those 2 feet of yours and walk over to the fridge and get yourself another ice cold beer.
Dude, I am empty. Like,
Oh, are you empty?
Yeah.
Well, we need to take a break inside of this beer break to go
Dude,
get
I'm
ourselves
done.
some own beer. Oh, you're gone. You're going to get beer. Well, this is the beer break. We're going to wait for Jeff to go get us some more beers. And this is actually the end of the show. So thank you for watching Cleveland's Biggest Diehards, the podcast for diehard Cleveland professional sports fans. Go Guards. Go Cavs. Let's get it together. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Get it together.